Shalom. This is your boy, Yata Roy. You know, I haven't been on here for a while to tell you what's going on. You know, we're still in the city right now. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of things is going on. You know, I thought it was, I get the property and then I just run out there and, go camp out and just build slowly and. But as we started doing it, because I do have a child at home. You know what I'm saying? So for one, I like the school she go to. You know what I mean? And then for two, there's a lot goes into actually building a home, and because it's going to be not only my refuge outside of the city or outside of a place that it's gonna be my final resting place, what I guess you would say, a retirement home or whatnot, but it's also gonna be the best thing that I've ever created. So it goes a lot of energy I'm putting into it. So for anybody who may be just who have checked out my page and just curious what's going on, haven't lost the vision, still moving towards it. As you see right now, I still work, you know what I'm saying? I'm a truck driver, so I gotta make money, you know what I'm saying? And especially doing something that ain't never been done before by me. I don't want to be a fool, you know what I'm saying? Because a fool will rush in and not prepare for what encounter he may occur, you know what I'm saying? So, there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of questions asked, a lot of professionals I talk to, getting information. And then there's another thing about the finances, making sure financially we're stable to be even able to do that. But that doesn't say that we're not actually making some improvements on the land, you know what I mean? We're doing little small things such as trying to create a food processing system, you know what I mean? Or we're growing, I guess, we're checking the and then I got some other projects in mind, such as, clearing some of the land in order to actually start doing some more planting and food production, things of that nature, In the meanwhile, as I'm stacking up my income, I guess I would say, been making a lot of plans for the home, building of the home, discussing with contractors and discussing with architects, because the home that I want to build has never been built before. I've never seen one, and I've actually done a lot of research online to see if anybody else have created what I'm trying to build. So it's going to be a one-of-a-kind home, but I don't want to give too much of that information out because somebody with other means may just go ahead and go do what I want to do, But, I think that this project, being from the hood to the woods, it's not to be something I'm doing lightly. It's something I've really have been thanking God for, and him blessing me to be even able and to find the property that we found, and to be able to afford, to be able to still live in the city in the meanwhile, that we don't have to actually live out on the land and bum it until we can get where we at. Because our whole goal was from the beginning was never to lose any luxury that we have already been accustomed to. You know what I mean? Although we going from the hood to the woods, we're still accustomed. We're still accustomed to a lot of things like hot water. You know what I mean? Heat, shelter, cleanliness, you know what I'm saying? So with all of this being said, we're not just gonna jump out there and just go for what we know. Nah, you know. So I'm taking my time. Although, don't get me wrong, some other people are rushing the process, but I can't. I just can't do that. It's bad business for me, and then, I don't want to do. I'd rather be concerned with the issues now, and then it not be a problem later. You know what I mean? Because if we go out there and then I'll find myself dealing with problems that I already foreseen that I see today. When people don't think about future things, such as, it's $10,000 just to put a well. You know what I mean? And that's just a high quote. You know what I mean? Because my property is, on hard rock. Truthfully, I believe it's marble. You know what I mean? So, my property has a big slab of marble underneath it. Other people in the area, it'll cost them about $10,000. You know what I mean? For the depth. You know what I'm saying? Other people, it varies. So, but the point is, that's a big cost right there. And then, you know what I mean? Because where I want to put my home, where I want to build the home itself, and the size of the home. See, I didn't really consider. I just had a number in mind, and I had a number of rooms and a number of accommodations. You know what I mean? Because like I said, this is going to be the place I retire, and it's going to be the place that I'm going to do the will of my Father, you know what I'm saying, which is in heaven. So it has to be big enough to handle those things. So with all of these things being done, being thought of, and being told to me, I make sure I try to stay in line with these things. Now, please understand, I don't know everything. You know what I mean? Despite what people may think about me, I don't know everything. And I do ask a lot of questions to people that do know these things. So when I speak about these things, it may sound like I know. No, I just found out, or I'm trying to find out. But there's people out there that know more than me. But I put it like this. My money is going into things that I love. The Bible says where your love is, you know what I mean, where your money is where your heart is also, you know what I mean? So, my mind is where my money is, you know what I'm saying? And I put a lot of money and a lot of time into this, into making this to be the best thing that I've ever done. You know what I mean? I come from the hood, you know what I mean? And that's not just a saying, from the hood to the woods. I come from the hood, meaning I come from nothing. You know what I mean? And to now, I'm a truck driver. I have my own trucking business. I'm the only employee, but hey, it's something. You know what I mean? So each thing has to, there's a lot of things in life in order to get to that woods part. You know what I'm saying? From the hood to the woods. So in between the hood and the woods, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot going on in life, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm in between that, you know what I'm saying? So the woods is my retirement, but it's at the same time, it's my destination before retirement, you know what I'm saying? And I truly would love to fall into enough money where I could build the home and move out on the property. That will be so sweet. But in the meanwhile, that's not reality, so I have to live within reality, you know what I'm saying? And reality says I must work. A man that don't work don't eat, you know what I mean? So building a home is least of my worries, amen? But I do want people to know, if you have any advice, you know what I mean? I'm always willing to listen to some good advice, you know what I mean? But I'd rather listen to advice from people who actually experiencing it. You know what I mean? Who's actually know some things that could help because they have tried it. Not people assuming something or telling me something that hurt, because that don't help me none. Because when I have specific questions, because I ain't gonna jump right into it. If I have specific question and you can't answer that, then you a fool. Opening your mouth, and now, you know what I mean? Now, once I start questioning you on it and you can't explain it, now your foolishness is starting to become apparent, and, nobody should be a fool. You know what I mean? So speak about what you know, you know what I mean, and not what you heard. You know what I'm saying? Okay, But that's what I'm doing. That's what we're doing right now. At this moment, I'm actually, pretty far from the land. But just an update, we have 17 acres. It's fairly flat, slopishly flat, if that makes any sense. It's like on the slope, but got a lot of flat, you know what I mean, and very wooded right now, you know what I mean. We got just got maybe a good acre that's cleared, but that in that section, I'm actually that's gonna be where that's where we're doing a lot of our farming or planting right now. So, we don't, and even that, I've actually, I ain't gonna say I got a green finger, but I can say maybe it's greenish. I got a greenish finger, you know what I'm saying? So, I've grown a few things, I've successfully grew some food, on small scale, for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But now it's something that I'm working on right now, and on how to do it, on a continuous basis, because after one harvest season is over, you have to prepare for the next one and things of that nature. So, I'm doing a lot of buying. We buying a lot of seeds. We're harvesting a lot of seeds, and we're got a lot of seedlings going. You know what I mean? I think I spent in the last week, about $200 on just things in order to be able to start seeding. And then as I was buying those things, it's some other things that we've been keeping, like egg cartons and plastic bottles, things like that, those natures, in order to help with the seedling thing going, you know what I mean? So we have enough of everything when we start, because the weather right now, it's at that time right before, it's just a time where people, a lot of farmers, I believe, I'm not sure, and that's what we're doing. We're kind of preparing the ground, you know what I mean, or preparing for that time, you know what I'm saying? Like ordering seeds, buying seeds. But see, there's a lot of companies out there that sell seeds, but because I don't want to have anything to do with GMOs and all that other stuff, it's hard telling who's telling the truth nowadays. So, we deal with a lot of issues on that level. And then a lot of these companies, they retain these rights to these seeds, you know what I mean? And that's a problem with me too, because, I'm not a scientist. I'm just I dabble with things. I have ideas and I pursue them, you know what I'm saying? And I feel, one day, but that's another thing to talk about. But I digress. But look, I just thought I'd give you an update of where we at with the project, with the home and everything. But in the meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep my head above water, you know what I'm saying? And trying to follow the laws and commandments, amen? So, with that being said, you know what I mean? I would like to say this, and I'm going to tell you, this what I was going to be something I'm going to say all the time, you know what I mean? Is that Israel, follow laws and commandments, and repent. With that being said, I say peace and love. It's a cloudy day. But y'all be blessed. And when your time to come from out her and be ye separate, says the Lord, make sure that you follow his will, not your own. So with that being said, all praise to the Most High. I'm out. One. Yay, yay. Holla at your boy.